the first ever event that Big Brothers Big Sisters has had that is organized entirely by the Bigs. And we welcome from Big Brothers Big Sisters, Harry Howard and Morgan Dominique. Welcome.
Thank you for having
Nice
us.
to see you. And Harry, you're on the board.
Yes, that's correct.
Are you like the president?
I am not the president, I am the vice president.
Vice
this year.
president.
Yes, I'm the VP.
Nice. And are you on the board?
Nope, I'm a big sister.
Big sister.
Yep.
And are you a big brother too?
I am not currently, no.
But you have been.
I have not. That's my plan though in the
You're
future.
going to be.
Yes.
Be a big.
Everyone's-
Hashtag be a big.
Hashtag be a big.
Yeah, you're either were or you are.
Going to be.
Going to be.
Yes.
Nice. And Morgan, how long have you been a big sister?
Over 2 years now.
Oh,
Just
how do you
over.
like it?
I love it. We have a lot of fun together.
How old is your little?
She is 14.
Cool. Why did you decide to join?
Actually, my friend Lauren Miller was becoming a big, and so she had me as a reference. And
Okay.
when it asked if I was interested, and I said yeah, and then next thing I knew, I was interviewing to be a big.
Well, really, I think that's the way most get into the program. So what do you do with a 14-year-old?
Like we went bike riding last weekend, and then a lot of times we'll bake, go swimming, just whatever. I usually ask her what she wants to do and give her a
Bank
couple
account?
options. Yeah, we got her banking account open, so she has a savings account now, which is really nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we've had golf, bowling, we've had a lot of things that the organizations put together now. The Bigs, they've come up with something.
So actually, talking about her friend Lauren and Morgan, I met them probably last year at the 80s Night fundraiser. And so we hit it off and we got together one night and they said, we really want to do something to give back. And I said, okay, well, what's that? And Morgan goes, I love to run, I love to work out, I want to have a 5K. And I said, okay, I go, but if we do this, we'd have to do it though, because the office, like they're great, they have so much going on, but we can't add anything to their plate because we have our 70s night coming up soon in next month, I believe. So we can't add anything. So if we do it, we have to take the reins, we have to run it, we have to make sure that we do everything from top to bottom. And they said, okay, we'll do it. So what we did, there's an organization that we're working with that sets up the 5K run. And before we had the call, I said, okay, right before you're on, they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, you guys got to handle this call. So I didn't tell them, no warning, just had them handle the first call. They killed it, passed the test with flying colors. So we've all been working together. Lauren's not with us today, but she's been an integral part of the team. She got us set up with Ellis Sharp Park. So these guys have been really great. It was something they wanted to do, and they've taken the initiative and run with it.
So is it a fundraiser?
It is a fundraiser, so I'll let Morgan talk a little bit about it. I know that she wants to go through everything, but it is a fundraiser for the organization. You can sign up now. There's a website. You can go to the Big Brothers Big Sisters Facebook page. You can look at your screen right now. That'll also give you the QR code you can scan. It's runsignup.com. You can search for the race, Big Miles for Little Smiles. It will come up, and then I'll let Morgan tell you a little bit more about signing up.
Yeah, so when you guys go to sign up, this race is a little bit different than most races. So a lot of races, it's like age group based, and the first runner usually gets an award out of each age group. Well, this is team based. So how this one goes is if you sign up with a team, you can win an award for by being the largest team, the largest fundraising team, or the most spirited team. And each team is going to win an insulated bag with some goodies in it. And then it's also a little different because instead of getting a medal at the finish, you're going to get a water bottle. So
You're going to get a what?
a water bottle.
Oh, a water. I think
Yep.
you said a watermelon.
Yes, a watermelon.
A water bottle. Easier to carry home
Yes.
than a watermelon.
Yeah.
And the kids and the Bigs, are you guys going to like run together? Are you separating them or?
There is a kids 1 mile fun run for the kids that are under the age of 12. And then the 5K is open to whoever wants to run or walk that. So it could be kids if they wanted to run that. We have some kids signed up to run the 3 miles. So, yeah.
And it's does it all happen within Sharp Park?
Yes, it's all at Ellis Sharp Park. It's September 24th, Sunday morning. So you can pre-register. If you pre-register, you can come down and get your packets at the United Way Center Friday night before we kick it off from 5:30 to 7:30. But if you want to wait until the day of the race, you can come there. Ellis Sharp Park, 8 a.m. Morgan, myself, and some volunteers will be there. We'll get you your bibs, your packet, everything for you to run the race.
Are you running the race?
So I really want to. I'm a walker. I walk all the time. You see me up and down McDevitt and Vanderbilt Lake. But it just depends on what we need. If we need people to help or do whatever, I'll stay back and help. But I would really like to get in there and get my 5K in under 45 minutes.
Morgan, are you going to run?
Yeah, I'm down to run. Unless we need the extra volunteers, then I'll have to sit out. But the plan is to run.
Now, the typical 5K course that's set up at Sharp Park, there's an unadvertised shortcut.
Yeah, there is.
Yes, yes. So, like I said, this is for a fundraiser, so there's not really much. You're not going to win a medal, but if you want to take the shortcut, you can take the shortcut.
Sure.
Yeah.
And do you have a specific purpose for the money that's raised at this event?
So, because we had bigs that were involved with this is going to go to bigs and littles, getting them set up. There's a certain cost that it takes to make that relationship happen for a full year. So, all of the money that we have is going towards those relationships to make sure that the bigs and littles that we currently have are able to continue on and have successful matches.
How's the organization doing right now? We have, and this I think it's always going to be the case, we have more littles than there are bigs.
And so we'll always have littles that need a match, and that's what's so important about this. Not just that we do a fundraiser, but also if you want to come out and sign up, we'll have a table there where you can sign up to be a big. People need in our community, you know, we're really just going to go as far as the youth takes us. So if you need to see a child out there that wants to invest in their future, you can help them out, you can help them reach their full potential. And that's kind of what the organization is all about, helping people, helping children that maybe don't have that right now get that opportunity. So just the relationship that you can build, maybe if it's a school-based or if it's a site-based or if you take them out in the community like Morgan does, just that little bit that you do for that 1 hour a week can take someone from maybe not reaching their potential to surpassing and even going beyond imagination.
So before you signed up, you had friends that were doing it. Now,
Yes.
2 years in, is it everything you thought it was going to be?
No, it's more. It's much more because you don't expect to, I guess, as an adult, you're doing things with the kid that you wouldn't usually do, such as like Annika and I, we've been rollerblading. I personally probably wouldn't go rollerblading by myself, right? So we do a lot of stuff and ice skating. Yeah.
And not just you get things out of it, obviously it's
Yeah.
for the kids.
And
Yeah.
a whole second family because there are 5 girls and then their mom, so it's like having an entire second family.
Do we have a greater need for big sisters or big brothers?
I would say right now the bigger need is for big brothers.
Yeah.
There's always more boys that are signed up than girls currently. We have a lot of big sisters, we have a lot of big brothers, but it's just, you know, it just seems that right now in our community that the need is for more bigs of males.
Are there different levels? 'Cause, you remember we had school-based, we had employer-based, where a company would have their employees
Yes.
do a lunch hour with littles, or go to school. Do we still have those classifications?
So right now I think that we really have the site base where you go visit them at school. It could be during a lunch hour, it could be during a study period whenever the schools allow them. And then we have the community bigs where you pick them up at the house and you go do an event. And one of the things that we talk about is pretty easy. So it's a 1 week or 1 hour a week. So if you go to the library twice a month, you just have to find a couple things the other 2 weeks of the month, because it is about making sure that we're improving, making sure that we can carry the children on with their future development. So just take them to the library a couple times a week, and then you can go out in the community, you can ice skate, you can open a savings account like Morgan does. But really it's just one of those things that it's not really that big of a commitment. It's a small commitment, but it means so much to the little when you do make that commitment.
Yeah, you end up doing much more than what the requirement is because the
Yes.
requirement's what, like 2 hours twice a month? Well, that burns away really quickly, so.
And you guys do have a lot of support for bigs, particularly new ones. You've had picnics and tiger outings and things like that.
Oh yeah, so we just recently had our back to school summer event. It was a very hot day, much like today, but we were at Cascades. We had a good time. We had a watermelon eating contest. We had the water balloons, and most importantly, we had backpacks. They were full of school supplies. We had socks, clothes, personal hygiene items, just so that they can go back. Socks, just some things to get them back off to a good start for school. So we have a lot of things that we do to make sure that we help them during the year, and this is the kind of fundraiser that helps us make sure that we can do that for going on 2024, 2025, and on and on.
All right, let's show that code one more time if you want to register. And if you don't want to walk or don't want to, you can make a donation this way too.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can make a donation. And we'd like to thank Al Rosteel, LJ Ross, and South Central Credit Union for sponsoring this event for us.
Fantastic. Great to see you both.
Thank you.
Hope you get a good turnout and raise a lot of money for Big Brothers Big Sisters. Harry Howard and Morgan Dominique with Big Brothers.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, it's